Akbar, you don't get it. Godfrey, you don't get it. Van Lathan, you got it, but you ain't get it.
No filters.
We put all our focus on Godfrey, but I think sometimes we need to focus a little bit more on Akbar. Because Akbar is going to show his ass. Family, listen to what Akbar talks about here in this segment. This is important.
You know, part of the reason why we wanted to do 154 is like, I wanted to be able to have more voices and more names. You know, we know the past. Like, I mean, every year it was Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. And it was just over and over and over. And I'm just going, man, my kids repeat the same over. I'm like, are there no new stories? Are there no new, like, to be able to really put out there, like, to really celebrate, you know, Black History Month? Because, again, it feels like Black History Month in a lot of ways, you know, there are mentions of some of the newer and, you know, people who are doing things right. But it feels like a lot of Black History Month is, you know, celebrating the same recycled past. And there's so much more. Like, I never knew, like, until after we talked with Wyclef about the Haitian Revolution. Like, man, that'd be great to have.
What does the Haitian Revolution have to do with Black America? Why would that be included in Black American history? It's Haitian American history. I'm not saying it's not good to know about it. It's cool to know about a lot of shit. But why would we need to teach that in Black History Month? When they have Haitian history class, I'm sure Haiti has its own stuff that they do in its own country. Do they talk about Black Americans? Is it like, do they put them in there?
How should Black History Month be shared every month?
Exactly.
Excuse me, every year.
Exactly the way it's being done right now.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Are you a religious man?
Yes, I am. I'm Christian. Yep.
Okay, what are the fundamental stories of the Bible?
Okay, I'm going to get this to Lathan, because that's a good point. He just put it pretty flat. There should not be any changes to Black History Month to include the diaspora, because it's Black history, Black American history. If anything, we need to change the name to Black American history, not just Black history. See, when they created it, I got a feeling they were thinking that they need to make that designation.
Black History Month turned 100 this year, a century after it started as a small but powerful idea. Back in 1926, historian and educator Dr. Carter G. Woodson launched what was then called Negro History Week. Woodson, the son of formerly enslaved parents, believed ignoring Black history meant denying people their place in America's story. He created lesson plans, posters, and timelines for schools, pushing educators to teach Black achievements year-round. Woodson chose February to honor the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln, figures long celebrated in Black communities. Over the decades, Negro History Week grew into a month-long observance, fueled by the Civil Rights Movement. In 1976, President Gerald Ford made it official, urging Americans to recognize the contributions of Black citizens to the nation.
See where I'm going with this? This seems a little weird that, I agree with Lathan that it should not be changed to include more Haitians or more Nigerians, right? I could see some more history that's being made in Black America that should be included. I'm not saying we shouldn't know or there's anything wrong with learning other histories. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But there's a time and place for everything. And seeing as though in America, this is all we have, and those countries have their own histories that they teach year-round. What the fuck? You know how frustrating this is? Akbar, you don't get it. Godfrey, you don't get it. Van Lathan, you got it, but you ain't get it. Akbar, you got your own country. You're Nigerian, right? You're born in Nigeria. No, you're born here. Your parents are born in Nigeria. You're first gens. That's right. Okay, here's the deal. You were raised as Nigerians. Your parents, all the customs, all the food, all that shit. I get all that. Guess what? Got your own country right over there. It's called Nigeria. Guess what's in Nigeria? Nothing but teaching about your history the whole damn time. If you are a first generation Nigerian, you want to learn about Nigerian history, bam, go to Nigeria. Bam! You ain't even got to go. I'm sure they got websites, they got all types of shit for you to learn your Nigerian stuff. But in America, Black Americans who only get 1 month a year, man. But see, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You kids want to come here and usurp what we have. Got an entire country sitting there. I thought everybody there was so bright, but a bunch of degrees falling out their ass. They all come here, they're so educated. We all know the reason why the education numbers of Nigerians in the United States is so high is because the only ones that are allowed to get here are the ones with paper, the ones that already came here with degrees. What Akbar shows his true colors. And at the end of the day, all he's really trying to do, all they're trying to do is take blackness, use that as a way to spread more about themselves in America. I think this podcast, or this particular segment of this podcast, has exposed this podcast for exactly what it is. You can dance around it all you want to, Akbar. You too, Godfrey. Van Lathan, you should have hit him harder on this point. Because this is an insult. You said you talked about your family members, you talked about your dad and the rest of your family. They should not be here trying to usurp, trying to undermine, trying to dilute the history that we teach. We only get 1 month in this country. For all that we have fought for in this country, to have ourselves be considered as human beings, as equal citizens, to get equal rights, to achieve what we've been able to achieve in this country, not through the help of Nigeria. We have not succeeded to get what we have in this country, which is to be, by the way, the most prosperous black people on the planet. Yeah. Because Nigerians in their country ain't doing so well. Ghana's in their country, the average Ghanaian, the average Congolese, the average Nigerian, not the ones that get here, not the ones that are able to come here. We don't take the ones that are broke and uneducated. The 154 Africa podcast should be about Africa, for Africans. And if you're going to have a Black American come on, he should be able to tell you, just like I just told you, when you go too far, when you step across the line, stop moving the goalposts, stop laying down for these guys to say anything. Everything's not funny and it's not a joke. It's disrespectful. If I was a first gen anywhere, I would not be expecting you to teach my history on your 1 month of history. And it's a shame that we only get 1 month. And for some reason, Akbar thinks him and Haiti should have that. And any Haitian American, I think would pretty much, I would imagine, would say, I want to learn Haiti history. I can get that from a Haitian website or from my parents' country, home country, my roots, Haiti. You know, look at it like a state. You know, I was born in D.C. I lived most of my life in Maryland. There are landmarks in Maryland that exist because I'm in Maryland. That makes sense. I'm in Maryland. I'm a Marylander. And there are landmarks of shit that took place in Maryland. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with Virginia or New York or Pennsylvania, but I'm not in Pennsylvania. I'm not in New York. I'm not in Virginia. I'm in Maryland. Or Maryland. All right? That don't make basic sense to you. Now, you may come to Maryland formerly living in New Jersey. Guess what? The monuments in Maryland gonna be, you got it, still Maryland. There's nothing wrong with telling these first gens to shut the fuck up. Nothing wrong with telling them that. Nothing wrong with telling them you've gone too damn far. You crossed the line. Akbar. Somebody need to get Akbar some act right. In a big, tall glass of shut the F up.
Next up with Tim Black.